promised, our What's Next in Raid series is back on track. It's been a long wait.
Figured I'd do another video on this. Let's watch this, get some feedback.
But don't worry, we're sure you're going to love what's in store. Let's start with the big stuff. Introducing Awakening. We've been working on this for a while, and we're finally ready to share an overview with you. Awakening is a huge feature, and there's a ton to explore and experiment with. Think of it like we took the best parts of Masteries and Ascension, then mashed them together for some tasty raid goodness. We'll tell you how it works in a minute, but first let me tell you why you should care. Awakening your champions lets them align to a divinity of your choosing to get blessings that will help them in battle. These blessings are like super-powered passive skills that boost stats and give your champions some crazy benefits and effects. We're talking calling in a Reaper to finish off your enemies, stacking lightning orbs that protect your buffs and strike your targets down, a floating ring of bones that spawns from the corpses of allies and summons a mace-wielding undead skeleton to charge at the bad guys, a giant flaming boulder that smites your enemies from the heavens, and the terrifying, tortuous, merciless standard field sheet. And breathe. As you can see, we've got a lot of new, unique mechanics here, but there's also a ton of blessings that play into the mechanics you're already familiar with. We can't wait to see all the awesome combos you come up with to put these blessings to good use. We'll cover them in more detail in a future video, but now you know why you want to awaken your champions. Let's talk about how, starting from the top at the Iron Twins Fortress. Before you awaken your champions, you'll have to head here to get the items you'll need. This is a brand new dungeon, and it works a little differently. It's divided up into affinities. Every day the affinity will change, meaning the affinity of the boss inside it will change. There'll be 15 stages when the dungeon first goes live, but progress is individual and unique to each affinity. This means if you reach stage 15 on magic affinity, you'll still have to work your way up to that stage on force, spirit, and void. There will be a regular schedule for which affinity is open on which day, so you can plan ahead. It's similar to the affinity keeps, but in this case, it's all in one dungeon. In addition, raiding the fortress will require both energy and a fortress key, and you'll get a limited number of keys every day, so make sure you use them. Okay.
That's spicy. So, a limited ability to farm mixed with heavy requirements. Well done, Raid. Well done.
A new dungeon, obviously a new boss. Meet the Iron Twins. There are no pre-boss waves to take on, but these mechanical guardians will be tough to beat, so you'll need to think long and hard about your team composition and each individual champion's stat builds before you even set foot in battle. First, the twins' attack and defense stats gradually increase throughout the battle as they use their skills, and their stats grow faster for every champion on your team that doesn't match the boss's affinity. That's why the dungeon works like it does, and why affinities really matter here. On top of that, your champion's own stats affect how quickly a special debuff stacks on them, and this is a big danger. Get too many stacks and you almost certainly won't survive the Iron Twins' attacks. And for today, that's all we're telling you. Now, if you do manage to take these guys down, you go home with some valuable new items. Soul coins and soul essence. These things are why you came here in the first place, and once you've got some, you'll be heading straight to your bastion, to an all-new building, the Altar of Souls. This is where you'll be awakening your champions using, you guessed it, their souls. To awaken any champion, you'll need their specific soul or parts of their soul split up into pieces. But it has to be theirs. You can't just use Death Knight's soul to awaken Turtle, for example. In fact, you can't awaken common or uncommon champions at all. Sorry, DK, maybe someday, if you can realize your potential. So, like champions and like Ascension, souls have different numbers of stars. This is their awakening level. Each champion can be awakened through 6 levels of awakening, and the only limitation is that they can't be awakened more times than they've been ascended. There are 2 types you can use, perfect souls and split souls. Perfect souls will awaken a champion to exactly the awakening level it says on the box. No more, no less. No hoops to jump through. Split souls, on the other hand, only have 1 star filled in bright red, easy-to-see colors. It can only be used to awaken a champion to that specific level. So, to awaken a champion to level 4 awakening with a 4-star split soul, they need to already be at level 3 awakening. So, you want souls? You've got soul coins. What do? Let's start with the perfect souls. Take your pocket full of soul coins and head to the Mystic Market. This is where you'll spend your hard-earned soul coins to get soul stones. Grab what you want, then head straight to the Soul Stone Summon tab. Here, you'll use those soul stones to summon, well, souls. You might notice this interface looks familiar, and you might also notice that there are 3 types of soul stones: mortal, immortal, and eternal. Summoning souls via soul stones will always give you perfect souls. The better the soul stone, the better your chances of getting higher level souls for higher rarity champions. It's similar to summoning champions. You even have a soul collection that works just like your champion collection. But there is one big difference: the wish list. There are a lot of champions in Raid, and finding the right type of soul for the right champion sounds pretty daunting. So you'll be able to add some champs to your wish list. This will increase your chances of finding their perfect souls from soul stones. Alright, that's perfect souls, but what about split souls? To get split souls, you'll need to exchange your soul essence at the soul merchant. The soul merchant will let you get the exact souls you need for your champions at exactly the right level of awakening, but you'll need to check in regularly to see what's in stock. You don't want to miss out on the exact soul you've been looking for. I can feel what you're thinking. What if I get a soul for a champion I don't have? You can always keep them for later, but if you don't want to do that, just head to your soul collection and sell your soul. That sounds scary, but hear me out. They're not your souls anyway. They're your champions, so why should you care? Selling souls gets you more soul coins, which you'll then use for more soul stones or soul essence, and then more souls. You'll almost always have extra souls, so this is a nice, easy circle that helps make sure you're always moving forward on your hunt for souls.
Alright, let me get this fucking straight. This game has somehow introduced another champion. Fucking roulette. I can see why everybody's a little frustrated.
Alright, so once you've got your souls, you'll want to awaken your champions. Head to the Awaken tab, select your champion, choose your souls, and boom, awakened. Now it's time for the big payoff: blessings. Once awakened, every champion can choose to align to one of several divinities: light, dark, war, and chaos, for now. Each divinity has their own blessings. Blessings are limited by a champion's rarity, so rare champions can only receive rare blessings. Epics can have either rare or epic blessings, and legendary champions can choose any blessing they want. Each champion can only choose a single blessing, so picking the right blessing for your usage is key. There are 6 levels of blessings, but we made it easy. You don't have to upgrade them individually. They're all simply tied to your champion's level of awakening. Awaken a champion 6 times, and they'll have access to the level 6 benefits of any blessing they choose. And that's awakening in a nutshell. Told you, it's big. But that's not everything. We're also bringing out a new type of event for special occasions: Deck of Fate events. You'll earn fate points from a bunch of in-game activities, like raiding dungeons, leveling up champions, opening shards, the usual stuff. You'll then use those fate points to flip cards. Whatever you flip over, you get to keep as a reward. But there's another layer. There are 3 rarities of cards, and if fate is on your side, and you flip 3 cards of the same rarity one after another, you'll get a bonus reward: a fate chest containing a bunch of awesome items. These Deck of Fate events will be used to get more from your everyday rating, which is something we think everyone can get behind. Keep an eye out for the first event later this year. Those are the 2 big features we wanted to talk about today, but here's a bit of eye candy before we finish. First, champion skins. We've got more in the pipeline, and we think you...
If these skins were more easily available to people and like you could just earn them, yeah, it'd be cool. Otherwise, I don't give a shit.
You barbarian fans out there are going to love them, including this more literal spin on everyone's favorite warrior queen, Syl of the Drakes. And as always, we've got more champions coming. I'll let the images do the talking here. Most of these are in their final stages of development, so you'll be seeing them popping out of shards sooner rather than later. Let us know what kind of champions you'd like to see added in the future in the comments. We've been listening to your feedback, and we will do justice to some community favorites very soon. That's everything. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to catch more raid videos as soon as they come out. Until next time, good luck and happy raiding.
Well, there's that. So, yeah, now I can see why people are frustrated. Oh, good. I know that sound. Video kept playing. Cool. All right, well, at least you don't have to stack up all your champions in your inventory. That's the positive takeaway. But thanks everybody for watching. I'm the God Who Weeps, and right now I'm weeping because, I mean, fuck is this stuff, man? Like, I don't know, maybe a way to get better champions was be nice, but I guess if you can make the champions you have or don't have, like, ugh, that's even worse. It's like imagine getting a 6-star, soul champion for something you don't have, and then you're, slumming around. I mean, statistically speaking, like, holy shit, I'm fortunate enough to have been playing long enough to have a lot of these champs, but I start picking up soul shards for this, I'm gonna be madder than fuck. So we'll see how this goes. All right, guys, have a great day.